Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Sorry that it's been so long since I filmed a tutorial. It's just that I haven't really had the time or the space, so it's been kind of hard for me, but I really wanted to film another tutorial, so I thought there's no better day to do it than Valentine's Day. So I hope you guys like it and learn something fun. I'm wearing this cool dress. So before doing your makeup, I always recommend to start with some good skincare. So these are a couple products that I like to use. That's my candle, fireplace scent. And yep, I always start with my awesome headband that's like a towel. I love that. So for my primer, I'm going in with the NYX Pore Filler. And yeah, I couldn't really get good shots of the products, but yeah, I'd mostly put it in on my like T-zone, chin, nose, cheeks area. Not too much. For my foundation, I'm using the Chanel Perfection Lumiere. I normally don't use expensive like foundations and products, but I thought for Valentine's Day, it's a special occasion, I might as well use it. And I'm using my Sigma Flat Top Kabuki to buff that into my skin. I love this foundation though, and it smells so good. So if Aura, if you are watching this, thank you so much for this foundation. She gave it to me as a gift. I love it. Thank you. So as you can see, I'm just buffing that into my skin all the way around, making sure it's all even. So, yeah. Gives a nice complexion. And then for my concealer, I am using the Makeup Forever Full Cover. I love this concealer, but it does tend to dry like super quickly, and I never want it to crease, so immediately after I'm done with one eye, like, because I also use it to use it as a primer for my eyeshadow, but immediately after I have to go in and set that with loose powder, and I'm using the Aveda Inner Light Loose Powder for that, so you can see immediately go after the concealer. Now I'm going in with the other eye, doing the exact same thing. And make sure when you're doing your concealer, you're just getting those points where you like really need them. Like for me, I have a lot of darkness under my eyes and redness like on my nose, so I kind of go in a triangle shape right down there. And then I immediately set it with the loose powder. And I'm really concentrating on like pressing the powder into my skin so it doesn't crease. And then I just use the powder to kind of set the foundation as well. And this is a Real Techniques setting brush. And there's a little bit of close-up of how the foundation and concealer looks. Not too bad. And I'm going for my eyeshadow. I'm using Makeup Geek Peach Smoothie and MAC Soft Brown as my like base slash transition shade. And I'll just be really being sloppy with it because I'm just like putting it all over my lid with a, this is my big Sigma E40. I have two of them. My other one isn't as like fluffy as this one, but this one's super fluffy. And now I am going with, what is this? Makeup Geek Latte. I'm not sure which brush this is by Sigma, but it's a little bit of a smaller one. And I'm just working Makeup Geek's Latte into the crease. Just kind of deepening it up. And I apply it in windshield wiper motions, back and forth. I love Makeup Geek shadows. They are my favorite. And now I'm going with Cocoa Bear and Bitten by Makeup Geek. And I'm using a Sigma E45, and this is just like a smaller fluffy brush, and it kind of comes to a point, so it's really good for getting into the crease. And so what I'm doing here is just really working that color into the crease and like building it up. And then I'm blending it out with that fluffy brush by E40. Or by E40, the Sigma E40. It's like their famous blending brush. Okay, and now I am doing that again, making sure that I start on the outer corner and then working it in. I don't really bring it like, I guess I bring it pretty far into the crease. But just make sure that you start on the outer part of your eye and then swipe it in, if that makes sense. Now I'm just blending it. I had to bring out my mirror just so I was like a little bit closer. And sorry about that shadow down there. It's because I was using my iPhone light. And now I'm using my favorite eyeshadow in the world. And that's Shimma Shimma by Up Geek. And I'm just patting that into the center of my lid. This color is just so pigmented and so amazing. I don't know what I was doing until I had this color. Like, I almost use this color every day. I'm just doing it again to the other eye, just patting it into the middle. I didn't even use like Fix Plus or anything. It's just straight up, and it's so beautiful, and I just love it. And now I'm just blending it out a little bit with that smaller pointed fluffy brush. I wouldn't use the big one to blend it because I wouldn't want to like take away the Shimma Shimma, so I try to go in with a smaller one just to kind of blend it in a little bit. And that's pretty much it for the eyeshadow. Now I'm praying to the gods that my winged eyeliner will work out. And we all know that doing wing liner is a challenge. So, like normal, I always just take my eyeliner up towards the tail of my eyebrow and then just drag it across, as you can see. Oh, and for my gel liner, I'm using the Inglot Gel Liner in 77. And then the brush is a Sigma E65, I believe. It takes a while, but, you know, just gotta keep on keeping on, girl. For like the inner corner, I barely even do a line. I just kind of touch it to give it a little bit of darkness. I mostly focus on the outer part. And now I'm just going in with the mascara. I'm using Loreal Miss Manga. I really like this mascara, but the only thing that I don't really like about it is that the wand is a little bit like flimsy, so I'm just not really used to that. But other than that, I really like it. Okay, now I'm going with my lashes. I'm using the Ardell Accent lashes. And I really, really like it. And for the lash glue, I'm using House of Lashes lash glue. And I just loved how these lashes turned out because they're very subtle, but they just give you like a little bit of a flirty vibe. But what I mostly like love about them is that like I couldn't even feel them. Like I couldn't even tell that I had lashes on, but there I am. I'm happy because I don't like that feeling of heavy lashes. And these ones looked really nice and natural. And now I'm taking Simply Marlena and Bitten and putting that on my lower lash line. I wanted to use a Simply Marlena because it's very pink, and I was going on a date for Valentine's, so I kind of wanted to do like kind of like girly like pink shadow, but not like over the top, so I only use that on the lower lash line. And I actually really like the way it turned out. And that's actually the other side of that fluffy brush. It's a dual brush from Sigma. That's a short shader, E20, I believe. Yep. And then I'm just applying a little bit more mascara, the same L'Oreal Miss Manga, on the top to blend in the lashes, and then as well as on the bottom. Oh, I feel like I take forever doing my mascara, but I always want it to look the very best that it can. Okay, and now my brows. My brows, they're not horrible. Okay, they're kind of bad because they're just like very hairy. Like I just have a lot of brow, but I always like to fill them in just a little bit more. And for this, I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Pencil in Soft Brown. I need to get a new one, it's getting so short, but I use it like every single day, so it's very much worth the money in my eyes. And I'm just kind of following my natural shape, just filling it in just a little bit more. And I always use the pencil and then the spoolie to brush them out. I kind of go back and forth with the pencil and the spoolie. I know this is really sped up, but I just didn't want the video to be too long. Even if you have eyebrows, I still think it's good to just fill them in a little bit more. And that, like, little corner part of my brow, I like call it my firework, because it's just like a firework of hair. So I try to just, you know, fill it in or go with the natural way that it's going, but it's kind of a struggle. But I like wouldn't want to like tweeze it, because then it just would look so unnatural. So I just leave it. So yeah, there we are, and that is the finished eye look basically. Oh yeah, and I'm also setting my eyebrows with the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. And for some reason, I really like the way it smells. Like, it doesn't smell like a scent, but I don't know, I just like it. And that's my finished eye look. Okay, now I'm doing just a very light contour. This is in the shade Fawn by Anastasia Beverly Hills. And I'm just using the Sigma little contour brush. Just very lightly, like right underneath the cheekbones. I'm like cheekbones. And then I'm using my favorite blush, which is Warm Soul by MAC. It's just a very like nice subtle pink. And I don't really have any more like blush on it, but I just like to, you know, even it out a little bit. And then my highlight that I'm using is MAC Soft and Gentle. And I'm using the Sigma Tapered Highlighter. And I just noticed, you know, well, I mean, my chin has been breaking out like a lot lately. So I just kind of had to go back in with my concealer and dab a little bit more on there. The struggles are real. For my lips, I'm using Stila Liquid Lipstick in Amore 09. And this lipstick is so pigmented, it's kind of hard to apply. But, you know, I try my best. My bottom lip shape is like, actually my whole lip shape is hard to follow, so I could have used a liner, but since it's so pigmented, I decided to just go in with the liquid lipstick. So just very carefully applying it. And then yeah, it's my last step that I did. I hope you guys like it. Thank you so much for watching. And have a great day and a happy Valentine's Day. Bye guys. Okay.